Hey, Shalom. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakha, Kodash. Looking at here in this. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Honors and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Palal, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. I just want to get to the show. I was reading on Genesis, the 41st chapter. And as I'm reading, man, I was like, nah, I gotta do a show, man,. Before all this leaves my. So this is article. It says state stockpiling self-stable food to feed a record number of people in need due to pandemic. Which let me get to the article. What you're looking at here in this Fife warehouse is about 1,200 pallets of food.
The purpose of this is to provide sort of a reservoir for shelf-stable food that is entering the system to support our hunger prevention efforts around the state.
Derek Sanderson, director of the Washington State Department of Agriculture, toured the state's new COVID strategic reserve on Friday. He was joined by a handful of other folks, including Thomas Reynolds, CEO of Northwest Harvest, which is... As you watch this, man, Genesis, the 41st chapter should be, in your head. Which I'm going to start reading
seen an exponential spike in food insecurity since the pandemic began in March.
And now here in August, we're experiencing a new peak due to the cessation of the enhanced unemployment benefits. We don't know how long that will last.
But the number of people who need help are staggering. We've shown you previous food distributions where folks have lined up and the food was gone in minutes. The WSDA...
I'm going to stop it there. A lot of these states, they're stockpiling on food. Of course, they're using it as COVID relief and yada, yada, yada. But we know why these people are doing this, man. So I'm going to start reading the book of Genesis. I'll start at the 25th verse. Genesis 41 and 26. It says, "And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one, and the Most High has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kine are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one." Verse 27. "And the 7 thin and ill-favored kine that came up after them are 7 years, and the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine." Which is, and the elder brother Amon Gabal, he just did a show earlier of it's like a cyber attack or cyber hack caused by, of course, the Russians. Come on, man. On one of America's biggest meat markets, meat suppliers. So they're attacking our food now. And by they I mean, the elites, so-called white man. America is creating, just like what America do. They almost nothing happens naturally in America. Everything is really a psyops. It's man-made. So they're creating an artificial famine. That's what they're doing. That's the whole reason to stockpile on the food. And as I read on here in Genesis, it's gonna show you that the people had to come down to Egypt, for grain. But let me read on. Verse 28. "This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh, what the Most High is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh." It says, "Behold, there came 7 years of great plenty throughout the land of Egypt." But it says, "This is the thing that I have spoken unto Pharaoh, what the Most High is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh." And what the Lord is doing, he's showing us, what what he's about to do, or what man is about to do. Because like the scriptures say, it says, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Right. The Most High is not going to make a move unless, he warns us about it, man. So we don't get caught up in there. So we know to escape before he does anything, man. Just like he sent the angels, down to warn our brother Lot. And Lot wasn't destroyed with Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot escaped. It says, where was I now? Verse 29. Behold, there came 7 years of great and plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. And there shall rise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of famine following, for it shall be very grievous. And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by the Most High, and the Most High will shortly bring it to pass. So the Lord was showing Pharaoh, like, listen, nigga, this is serious. This is a serious thing. Just like the famine that's coming, it's a serious thing, man. I believe they say worldwide 25,000, I believe it's children, die. What was it? Every hour or something? Or is it every day? It's something to that effect. I believe it's every day. 25,000 children die of famine, starvation, I should say. It says, now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this thing, and let him appoint officers over the land to take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And see, America is similar, is kind of going through that plenteous cycle right now, man. Where you could just go down to the bodega, get you a sandwich, get you anything. Well, literally right now, I could just go downstairs and fucking shop. It's probably still open, But hey, that's the scriptures for you. So this is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Right. So the plagues are sent, man. Sent. Excuse me. The plagues are sent, man, and they shall not return again until they come upon the earth. That's why the Lord said, so shall my word go forth. It shall not come back to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. Excuse me. It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? So Ezra saw these days, man. Ezra saw these terrible days. And we're warning you people, man. We're telling you that there's a famine coming. That the so-called white man, he's attacking your food now. We did the shows last year when they started attacking the farmers. Now you got your man Sleepy Joe, Mr. Pedophile himself. He's paying. He has them paying for farmers not to farm anymore. Bill Gates buying up all the farmland. What do you think they're doing? They're creating a famine. So you will have to do nothing but to rely on them. And I can see it now, man. If you don't, you know, if you don't got the venom, then you ain't gonna get no food. Or if you don't got the MOB, you ain't gonna get no food. You know? It says, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. And that's what a famine is. A famine is very sorrowful, man. And it's great mournings. You know, you're going to have people out here eating people, man. You know, which I believe you should read up. Or is it in the 15th chapter, the late 15th chapter? You know, you're going to have people eating each other, man. It says in great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. So and we see a famine coming, man. There's a great famine coming to America. It's hard to believe because everything is so easy to get, which I'm gonna read on. It says the beginning of famine, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. Now you got a new president or prime minister, whatever, over there in Israel, man. You know, I guess Netanyahu wasn't getting the job done. So let's see what this guy is gonna do, man. You know, I haven't looked up, anything about this guy. I don't really know anything about this guy, but Lord willing, I will. After the show, it says, Salakia, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? This was Ezra's asking, man. What am I gonna do when these evils come? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. So, and that's why the Lord also asks in the scriptures, why shall ye be stricken anymore? Ye shall only revolt more and more. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And that's another reason why these people aren't mindful of the scourges, man. Because no matter what type of hell Jake is going through, or even these other heathens, man, you could just run down the store, get you a tub of ice cream, or what do they do? Some backwoods or whatever to roll your blunt, Hell, you probably get the damn weed from the bodega, You go down and get a little beer, So for us to be telling them that there's a famine coming, that's far fetched. They're like, man, what? Nigga, you see all this food in the supermarkets? Because Jake don't really study, man. Jake don't really look anything up, man. The only time Jake might, do something or they're aware if it's, somebody posted on Instagram or something. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. So Jake think they good, The gas price is still okay, I got my gas, And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's happening, man, all around us, man. It's happening all around us, man. Everywhere you look, there's another war coming up. There's talks of another war. This country bombed that country. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And the Lord is not playing, man. And in the book of Lamentation, it tells you, basically give me any death but starvation, roughly paraphrasing. You know, that's the worst death you could have, man, because your body literally eat itself, man. You deteriorate, man, and it's slow. It's very slow. It says, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you know you're gonna have your doomsday preppers and all that. You know, that's why, Apostle Hall, he always mentioned that, man. You got to watch these movies, like, The Road. The Road is a good movie to watch, man. When you watch movies like that, it is giving you an idea of what's to come. The Book of Eli, which, The Road is more, it's more believable than the Book of Eli, But both movies are good to watch, man. Watch movies like The Purge, because these things are gonna happen during those times. And the dead shall be cast out as dung. And even there's a scene in the Road where I forget the guy, but he played La Ling. So I'm gonna just call him La Ling. Where he shot one of the guys the guy went to take a piss, and he was hiding from them because basically if they would have caught him, they would have damn sodomized his son and then end up eating him and killing the father. So he was hiding from them, and then the guy went over there to take a piss, and he ended up killing the guy because the dude was gonna call his friends. So what happened, long story short, basically, the next scene, when they went looking for him and couldn't find him, they came back, and the dude that died, they basically skinned him, and you saw that all they left was his head and his intestines, you know. They just cast that out as dung, man. And it ain't gonna be nobody out there to bury you, man. It says, and there shall be no man to comfort them, right? Ain't nobody gonna fucking comfort you in these days, man. Because it's gonna be all every man for themselves. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. And the famine is gonna be who's that? That said Gerald Salente. When they have nothing to lose, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. So let me read on here. Verse 33. Now let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land to take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And that's what America's doing, man. But you see, this is not a natural famine caused by the Most High. This is an artificial famine that Esau is making, man, which the Most High is having him make it, of course, So, that's why these states are stockpiling on food, man. And you see how wicked the so-called white man is. If you stockpile, I believe if you have more than 3 days worth of food or something, or a week's worth of food, you're labeled as a terrorist. If you grow your own farm, that's illegal. And Apostle Hart just did another beautiful show, I believe Zechariah 12:6. And basically, man, I it hit home because the apostle was like, yo, man, Duwadi al-Bashim Yashai, that I wasn't born an Edomite, man. Because these Edomites, when we get them in the kingdom of heaven, man, everything wicked that you've done is gonna be, I won't say we ain't gonna do no wickedness to you. It's gonna be done back to you in righteousness, man. Everything, you want to take food from people, all your venom that you made, you're gonna have to drink that shit in the kingdom, man. All that shit, man. Everything's gonna be done back to you, man. But I'm gonna get to the point here, man. It says, because it's 20 minutes in, and now I want to end the show. Basically, let me see. It's a really good book to read. Good chapter to read, man. So basically, let me see. Hold on, I think I had another precept. Oh yeah, yep, I did. So I'm gonna end it off here with Job, man. It says Job 5:20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. It says, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Right, man? Because we have the hedge around us. The name of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. The hedge start with that. And we have the warnings of the Lord. And the Lord did promise us. Let me get this last precept. The Lord did promise us, man. The Lord said he's not a man that he could lie, that he should lie. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right, man? So it's gonna be a famine. How you gonna eat? We're gonna have faith in our Lord, man. That our Lord is gonna provide for us, man. Like he always have. And like he's doing now. So that's our plan. Trust and wait for our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, man. So with that, Lord, and your brothers edified, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the whole field like Shalom.